I feel like just for me, noticing conversations throughout the world, even depictions. I'm sorry, yeah, depictions on even media and stuff.
Nigga forgetting he got a microphone.
Fair. I mean, I'm the fucking broke one, but I feel like I feel like I rarely ever hear women rarely. I've heard one in my life maybe. I've rarely heard women complain about, yeah, my man just don't want to do this and that. But I often hear men like, yeah, I don't know, my wife or this and that, my girl. I gotta do this.
That was a thing. Like I learned that like men really be getting deprived. I never knew that.
And so your point, from my just understanding of people, like I don't think it's from a place of I don't know, I'm assuming, but like it's not enjoyable, it's not mutual. I think it's like same way as like, oh, I don't feel like ironing your shirt, I don't feel like cooking. It's like at the end of the day, who gives a fuck what you feel like? It's like what we talking about?
But okay, so that's your perspective, right? I want to hear your perspective because of what? I just feel like as a man, right, and the topic at hand is sex. But if your partner doesn't feel like giving you some, whatever the case may be, why do you want it with that associated or attached with that energy? Like, do you not?
I don't. Nobody want lazy head or corny coochie.
Yeah, like that's what I'm saying. So at that point, why would you not pass up this night until she's?
No, a man will pass up the night. Right. I mean, he's not tallying the night.
For sure.
That's the part that trying to.
For sure, it's crazy.
Absolutely.
I'm
telling you exactly what it is. Like a man will say, "All right, cool," because we don't want that. I'm not about to take no lazy head. Like, you wasting my time at this point, right? And then
it's insulting.
Yeah, it's insulting. And then depending on the man, he might internalize it. You follow what I'm saying? And feel like, you know, what could be preventing her from wanting to do this? And if it's not a clear line of communication as to the tiredness or why you're tired, or if it's just been a pattern for 6 months, you've been tired. It's like after a while, it's like you go ahead. What you about to say?
And how about this? Even back to being feeling like, how about even men and women falling off and getting out of shape, whatever? I don't feel like keeping up. It's like, but do you feel like being the best version of yourself for your partner though? Yeah. So to me, it all go hand in hand when people just go through different
I just feel like
stages in life. I
just feel like this: if you gonna go to work on the days you don't feel like it, you can lay with your partner on the days you don't feel like it. No, flat out. Because if you can see work as a duty that you don't want to lose, then why shouldn't your partner be above that? And that's what's wrong with the modern day society. People are putting their careers above the family dynamic and wonder why the family dynamic is going to shit. Because a motherfucker will show up to work on time on sick days. If they don't got no PTO, they not missing shit. They not coming to birthdays, graduations, Thanksgivings, Christmas, because they don't want to lose that shit that the job provide. But the foundation that's set at home when you leave that job, which is going to occupy more of your time, more of your life, and is way more secure and stable than a job that can replace you the moment that they feel like it. Motherfuckers act like they don't got the time for that. I don't got the energy for that. And I don't feel like that shit had to suffer. It feel like, so even when I say I'm traditional. I'm willing to shoulder that load in order for my wife to have that energy to be able to sustain. And it's not to say me shouldering the load means that I'm about to have too much pride to ask for help. No, but effective leadership is being able to know your capacities and being able to willing to delegate and not defer. It's just that simple. Understand, like, all right, cool. I done got my daughter ready 15 times this month. Look, can I get you this one day to do it? And I'll pick it right back up. That's just being an effective leader. But if we dealing with partners that feel like, oh, I don't feel like having sex, or I don't feel like, then that's no different than when a nigga don't feel like talking. When a nigga don't feel like being bothered, when a nigga want to just go out with his friends, they don't feel like being around. Oh, now you hate me. You never loved me to begin with. Would it just ring even mean if you was going to put your friends first? Like, we got to start flipping the coin, understand that we are human as well. And it's like, just as well as the ladies have needs and have times when they're exhausted, men have needs, have time when we're exhausted. But even when we exhausted, when it comes to a duty, a nigga going to show up. A nigga will show up not being appreciated. A nigga could feel like, this girl never told me thank you, and I paid these bills every fucking month. My kids don't even acknowledge the fact that they got on new shoes. The only thing they care about is the fact that I might have couldn't do this and couldn't do that. And even on the times that I do, it's still not going to be enough. Niggas going to deal with this shit on a day-to-day, a week-to-week.
Yeah, so why are we flipping the coin? That's the part
flipping the coin would be when we start talking about extending grace and understanding and all these different things. It's just like, all right, cool. This is where the situational awareness coming at. Like, all right, I don't feel like having sex tonight, but this nigga probably feel like going to work this morning. He still wants to work to make sure that I got a roof on my head. So let me empty him.
We keep talking about the I don't feel like having sex tonight thing, when I feel like that's where communication comes in, and you should also know your partner.
Yeah, for sure.
If she consistently don't want to have sex back to back to back, now it probably is a problem that you should internalize. Now it is something that you should discuss and talk about. Yeah, that's something bigger than what it is. But if it's just a one night, or if she's tired, or 2 nights, or whatever, and if she's tired,
it could be a week, and that's
communicated.
It could be a month.
The next week gotta be crazy.
And then on top of that, y'all don't think that
next week gotta be crazy.
Think that
you better jump off this canopy. I need you swinging from that pole.
A straight week. The next week gonna be crazy.
But you don't think before she said no, there has been many times she did it and not feel like it? Like you think no, just
I just don't believe in turning down. To be honest,
I think
you don't believe in what?
Turn it down with your partner, man and woman. If your partner wants it, like, of course, anomaly events, but that's your partner.
That's
you
so
owe it to
traditional.
them.
It's been so many times.
That's why I said me and because I feel like
been
that's
so many
traditional.
times. Like, cause I'm not.
Yeah, niggas get tired
so
too.
many times I didn't feel like it, and I still did it because I understood that regardless of how I feel,
duty bound.
Duty.
Yeah.
But can we also talk about how a woman's body is not like a man? So if a woman don't feel like it or is just not interested, our bodies will reflect that.
I think the energy will, if nothing. I feel the same. It's no, in that regard, to your point, I feel like that's the same. Like that, but I think as far as in like and your mind being into it and making you more moist and stuff like that, I could see that being affecting the performance. But as far as in the energy in our bodies, is like if a nigga don't feel like doing it, that shit, which we might not can't get up to. Like that shit is a real thing.
One round, isn't it?
Like you getting this 4 minutes and that's what it is. And now y'all upset with the performance. But I told you I ain't feel like doing it anyway. But I still did it. So it's like a nigga not gonna be mad if it's
A+ for showing up.
No, no, because I truly believe that. I do believe that you could say on a night like, yo, listen, like I want to give you the best performance, and it's not gonna happen tonight. So because
nobody wants to hear that, like, what?
Especially if you don't feel like it, you tired, you're not in the mood. Who about to?
No, so what I'm saying is that's what we're talking about.
I might not feel like.
Hold on, we're talking about communication. It's like, look, I really don't feel like it. If it means that much to you, I'll do it. But if I do it. Hey.
That's basically like a here, nigga.
Take this.
No, I'm saying I'm not even talking about as a man. No, I'm not even talking about for the women though. I'm saying from a man, not even for the women. I'm saying like as a man, it's like just don't basically like if I'm already telling you I'm tired and you still want to do it, I'll do it because it's a duty. But don't judge my performance off because I'm already letting you know who I am when I'm active and who I am when I'm tired. That's gonna be two different performances. So you gotta be able to willing to have them uncomfortable conversations about sex to say, look, I'll do this, and me not feeling like it is not a lack of interest in you. This is where I'm at mentally right now, but I'm gonna do it because you want it and I don't want to leave you unsatisfied. Right. Just don't hold this against me if it's not what you think it should be.
Or how about this? Again, back to situational awareness. Let's say it's a night we have an off night. It's like you don't feel like, but maybe you even articulate. You say it's an off night. I don't really got it tonight. I ain't really have it. When that's ever happened in my life, I know the very next night, like
I'm putting up 30, 40.
Exactly. So that's back to the tally. So I feel it should be the same way. If like, man, if you don't feel like it, should be like, yo, I don't feel like it, whatever.
Jump off the wall.
Tomorrow night or whatever, next week, it should be that. Like,
I think we're so emotional, like as women.
I feel you owe
like,
duty bound level. I feel a man does as well.
Yeah, I feel like as women, we're just so emotionally designed that, like, by nature, if we're not interested, it's like deeper for a woman to reject a man. Like, and it's like, yeah, you could be tired, but also it's just different.
No,
like it leave a blemish or a stain on like your sex life, if that makes sense. Like if we say no, even if we're tired, it's like something a little bit deeper beyond the surface of just being tired. Because being a woman, being transparent, tired don't have nothing to do. It's y'all lazy sex on the side, whatever. We still gonna get, but it's a deeper blemish. But
that's why I said.
So you saying that a man rejects you, or when you reject a man?
When women reject a man, it's a little bit deeper.
Oh, we know that, but we still don't take it personal because we understand that with y'all being emotionally operate
driven,
emotionally driven. We understand that they fluctuate.
Yeah.
So whatever the deeper shit you feeling right now to be going tomorrow.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. Now, if this is sustainable and it's been 6 weeks, 7 weeks, now that's when we like, all right, cool. Like, I understand that, you've been working more. I understand that you've been working less. Cause sometimes chick can fall into depression and they not be, that's where the grace come in at, right? Like they get into a season where you can't give them the solution as a man because it's so internal. So you just got to be patient. Like, all right, cool. This is that season. But if it's like come a time where it's like, no, you back to yourself and you still on that type of time, then it's like a nigga like, no, we're gonna start to internalize it too. Like we understand that it's deeper. But the first 2-3 times you do it, we not taking it as that deep because it's like when your kids say, I can't stand in this house. And you're like, you only feel like that because I told you couldn't stay up past 10. But tomorrow when I take you to school and get
4-year-old talking like that? Damn.
That's why I had to take my words back. Well, my kids are a little older, but they ain't talking like that regardless. But you know what I'm saying? They're like, I can't stand it here. I want to go live with my other parent. You saying that right now in this moment because whatever you want is not happening. But if they feel like that every day and it's like, oh, like maybe I should look into this. Maybe my kid really feel away. So that's where we process a little different. So I can respect y'all feeling or not feeling like doing something, which is why I told men in the beginning, like, certain stuff is just what it is. Like I don't think it's a challenging concept to get men to. Some men don't want to accept it, but when they get it, they be like, you know what, girl gonna be a girl. the reason the world kind of be in that imbalance because I feel like a lot of women are being taught to not accept a man being a man. And it's like a man being a man don't mean a man going to cheat. It's literally just a statement of a man. Whatever it looks like to be a man, he's going to be that, as well as whatever it looks like to be a woman, she's going to be that. But the world say, if y'all just want to use cheating because it's a common conversation and it fits a lot of the down here discussions that, you know, tend to spark people, are just like, if that was the case, right? And like all men going to cheat, right? Then that's truly inherently believed by all women, then it's like, why y'all leaving if all men going to cheat?
Yeah, I don't know who came up with that saying.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's actually insane.
So I feel like all men is capable of cheating as well as all women.
Every person is.
No, I wouldn't even say all women are capable of cheating. I'm gonna say all women is capable of crying, but that don't mean all women resort to that. You feel me? Like it's more common for a woman to cry, but that don't mean all women cry. Yeah. Some of them are emotionally mature. So all men are capable of cheating, but that don't mean all men resort to that. You see what I'm saying? So I'm not even going to compare men and women cheating because like I'm way beyond that discussion. Go get the book, Cheating is Not Cheating. But when it comes to what women do, it could be emotionally reactive, and what men do, it could be operating out of ego or being all, you know what I'm saying? Or being emotionally less reactive. It's like, it's still people that fit the exception. And I feel like if we put more attention on the exception, you know what I'm saying? I know the rule always going to rule, but it's like at the same time, it's like we're not going to say it's all and then disregard the exception and then wonder why y'all can't sustain relationships because you just said everybody going to cheat, but I'm going to leave the person that cheated on me for that. That's the math.
No.
Go ahead.
I want to say, because right now I feel like we're going into, even from the beginning, it was the fact that men do things that y'all don't feel like doing at all times, but that's not true.
Go ahead, speak.
So I'm asking, are you saying that men always do the things that they don't feel like doing?
Only when it's a duty.
I feel like nobody cares whether or not y'all want to do it. So I give y'all that.
It is a duty. No, everything.
So
like nobody cares about how they feel.
Yeah, nobody does.
But sometimes when they don't feel like something, it doesn't get done.
I respect it. You said what though?
If sometimes y'all don't feel like doing some stuff, it just won't get done.
So.
Not taking out the trash or anything. I'm talking about like I feel like the provider, like the things that set the foundation.
If you
stability wise.
I wanted sneakers and I had to pay some other shit that I didn't want to pay, but I have to pay. I can't say no, baby. I'm about to get these new dunks, so you ain't getting your hair done this week. It just don't work like that. That's just not an option. It's just in no world can I walk up to any man and say, "Yeah, you know, I bought these new sticks."
Exactly. And you'll be looked at crazy.
Where though, y'all is just like y'all giving each other.
It's not the same. And that's why I said, why are we flipping the coin? Because there's no way we can, as women, we can operate and really fully understand or grasp the concept in which the man lives, and vice versa. So it's like,
I can respect that.
That's why I said we can't compare because y'all have a harder life to live, honestly.
No, but I
hate that for y'all.
I could respect y'all acknowledging it. You know what I'm saying? But you know, we could do